Welcome to the Emotionally Baked podcast, where emotions and baking are the two most perfect ingredients. Hello and welcome back to the Emotionally Baked podcast, where we bake something yummy all while talking about our feelings and what's going on. And welcome back this week. We are talking about catching up and carrot cake. This is a big episode. Well, not big in terms of length, but big in terms of monumental. This is the 30th episode. I cannot believe that I've been doing this for 30 weeks. Seems crazy. And yeah, that just seems crazy to me. And this is the 30th one. I've been doing this since my birthday back in March. And now we're in September, starting of fall. So I felt like it was just like this monumental episode that we should just do some catching up and seeing where we're at and just kind of evaluating everything. And yeah, so welcome today. And today I have just some tea in my merch mug. Haven't quite figured out how to do all. That's another thing we should catch up on, is the merch I've been working on. I just love something warm in the morning. It gives like a warm hug. It just makes me feel a little bit better, whether it's coffee or tea. I haven't gotten to the hot chocolate yet. That seems, for me, that's more like a winter. That's winter beverage. But I guess you can have it anytime. So I'm going really simple today. I had a boxed cake mix in the pantry that's just been sitting there, and I personally love carrot cake. It's just one of the, I don't know what, it's either chocolate cake or carrot cake or one of the only cakes, and red velvet, but that's kind of chocolate, that I really love. And I think it's because there's a cream cheese icing, which is like on red velvet. So like there's like some tie-ins, but I do love a good spice cake. I like something that brings back just brings the feeling of, I like the spice aspect of like, I love pumpkin stuff. I love fall things. I love cinnamon. I love all those type of things. So that's why we're making it today. And because it was easy and on hand. So I'm just following the cake mix recipe, but I am going to I'm going to make two. I'm going to make them different. I'm not going to put them in a cake pan. I'm going to put them in a bread pan. So we're going to kind of make them into bread loaves. And I'm going to do two. I'm going to do one with raisins and one without. Now, why raisins? Because I love them. And that's just for me. So if anybody in my family chooses to partake of the raisin one, they can. But I know that they don't like it, so I'm making two. So I'm being accommodating. I'm not doing it all with raisins. I just made some oatmeal raisin cookies that had raisins and chocolate chips in it, and my family loves them. They were gone like in a couple days. They were gone. So I know that they can like raisins, but I know that's not their biggest love in the world. So I'm going to the ingredients call for a cup of water, a third a cup of oil, and 3 eggs. So we've got the water in, and I'm just going to measure out the oil. So catching up, I like a good ketchup. I do like ketchup as a condiment, but that's not what I'm talking about. Actually, I think that's kind of funny. This is my ADD brain in action. When I would have classes in my art classes to catch up for, like, if they were behind on anything or if they were missing anything, I would put a ketchup bottle on the screen, and they knew that it was a ketchup day. And we were going to, just catch up on all the things that they needed to. So it's kind of funny. So that's why it made me laugh. Ketchup. Okay. Anyways, so catching up, I just wanted to, doing a podcast and doing like video and audio and all the things it was such a learning curve for me. It's such a big thing how to wrap my head around, and to get started even was super scary and super, yeah. Thank you, chickens. I always like to thank them because, you know, they're our part of our family. They're pets, and they give me eggs. So I like to thank you. Thank you for your service. Okay. So, yes. So starting the podcast was very daunting and very, I mean, I know my certain things with like technology. Uh, Obviously, I feel like I have to with my husband owning an audiovisual company, so I feel like I have to do it. But I wanted to do it on my own. I wanted to learn on my own. I wanted to, figure things out on my own. I wanted to just really, make it something for me, and something that I could be proud of that I did. So yes, doing that learning has been quite the thing. It's been crazy over the past couple of months. Totally crazy. But we're here and we're doing it, and we got it. So I'm slowly learning. I'm slowly learning more and more every day. Like, I've got new equipment. I got a better microphone, which I'm still getting used to. I'm still getting used to that. It picks up a lot. Like, I can't slurp this. I have to like be really dainty and careful with drinking my beverage. And even I think it can catch like the swallowing sound, which is, I don't like that. So I'm learning that. I'm learning, how to make better editing on I probably need better editing software. So I'm still working on that. And, working on getting the, like, just little things. I am working on trying super hard to get my TikTok going. And I know I put on here, I vote for whether I should do, whether I should start a TikTok or not. And it was a resounding yes, you should. And I've been so nervous. To just put myself out there, because it's much bigger platform, I feel like, than, not much bigger, but it's I should say different platform than like YouTube and Spotify and Instagram that I post on. And I need to get myself onto Apple Music too, or Apple Podcasts too, which I'm still learning. And I know it's not that difficult. I just have to do it. And I just, just trying to learn things all the time is I think it's good. Like, learning and practicing or new things is good for our brains. But I will tell you, it stresses me out sometimes. And yeah, it's been, March, April, May, June, July, August, and now we're in September. So almost 7 full months of doing this. And I'm just slowly getting things rolled out. Oh, it's been crazy. It's been fun. It's been crazy. I'm trying to make sure that I wanted to have a couple of episodes like filmed and in my back pocket. So like, if I needed to take a break, like I'm just coming off of a long weekend where I did take a break away from, I usually film on Fridays and I wasn't here. And I wish I had something that I could have just said that, there you go, I have that in my back pocket. And I don't have these backup things to film or like just saved like little, and I feel like I need to have that, because I've heard that too with podcasting, that you should probably have a couple episodes kind of in your queue, so you can, if you need to take a break, you can, and that you're not stressed when it comes to your release day. And I'm going to take that as a big plus that I need to do. It's like one of the number one things. But yeah, and also catching up. So I have everything mixed. I mean, it's super easy. We're just following the mix on the package. I'm just going to pour half of it into one pan. And then I'm going to mix in some raisins. I know some people don't like raisins in their carrot cake, and that's fine. Everybody does what they want. So I'm just going to add some for me because I'm going to eat it. I don't know if this is like I guess I could make this be like a breakfast thing if I'm just going to have it with bread. I could put the icing on it so that it's more of a dessert, but hey, it is what it is. This is just something I wanted to make for myself. So added a couple of raisins, not very many. I'm not overdoing it with the raisins. And this is going to go in the second pan. And these should only, I mean, I'm going to actually watch these because it's different than the cake mix. Because cake mix is, it says cupcakes 13 to 18 and cake is like, so about 20 minutes. So I will keep an eye on it. But anyways, so yes, getting all these things and all the new things going is it's been challenging, I shall say. It's been challenging and getting all the stuff I'm doing, just together and lined up. Doing the merchandise this is a learning curve. So I was trying to make a logo and I really like this, but I need to tweak it a little bit. Like my favorite bowl is not as favorite bowl color because that's more of a mint green. So I think I need to change the color. I don't think I'm going to put words on it because you can't really read them. It's too small. Maybe I'll just do like an EB for emotionally baked and put that like on the side down here. But I do love this design. It's a mixing bowl. Oh, I don't know if I can focus. And if you're just listening, it's a mixing bowl that has let's see if I can get it to focus. A mixing bowl that has a spoon with a heart on it to symbolize the emotions, and there's teardrops being dropped into the bowl. Because we always say whether the salt in our recipes comes from tears or a teaspoon. So I just kind of wanted to incorporate that. So you can see that it's it's still a work in progress. I did actually make a t-shirt and a hat with the same things just to kind of see how it would look. And it's okay. It's not best. It's a learning curve. So it's what we're practicing. We're getting there. We're getting to the point where we can do all this, right? Where we can get better at it. And yeah. So other things to catch up on, I will put these in the oven. I'm procrastinating just a little bit putting them in the oven, but let's see, a little bit other catching up. Emotionally wise, I have been all over the place lately. I don't know if it's probably my perimenopause. If you don't know, I'm so happy you don't know. If you're in perimenopause, you definitely know. I don't recommend it. Perimenopause is quite the thing. So yeah, feeling all the things, feeling all the emotions, all while, I have mentioned my children on here quite a bit. I have children in all different, I have one in college, one in high school, and one in elementary school. And if I could have planned it better, I would have had them closer together. My older two are pretty close, but my last one is pretty far. And, we've had some rough times lately, him figuring out that like he does definitely feels like he definitely feels left out in the sense of like his older siblings can do other things. My daughter is in college. She goes out and she has her own car and she stays out. And my son goes out with his friends, and he wonders why he can't do certain things because he's little and he's smaller than them, younger than them. I mean, not well, he's still smaller, but you know what I mean. He's younger, and dealing with that and trying to figure out that part of life has been hard. It's been hard to kind of parent in this kind of situation where I'm parenting adult and young adult and teenager, and then I'm parenting small child, and it's very different. And so my emotional state has been quite a mess lately, just trying to figure all of these things out and dealing with perimenopause. Oh my goodness. It's been fun. Catch up on the house. The house has been okay. We still have a giant hole. I think I remember telling you guys that I hope I did. We have a giant hole in the ceiling in our garage. Our garage ceiling collapsed. Insurance looked at it. We weren't even going to meet our deductible, so I think we're going to take care of it ourselves, but that just means, oh, yeah. So there's that. And we did get our air conditioner replaced. Remember, we were out of air conditioner for the almost 2 months of the summer, May and June, which were awful. However, we got our AC replaced and it hasn't been working properly. This brand new unit that we spent thousands of dollars on has not been working properly. And the AC guys have been out here, I think almost 5 times now, trying to fix it. And it's just not keeping the house cool. It's been a thing. And it's just all these things that are piling up on each other made for a mental health weekend this past weekend. We just really needed to step away, and it was a lot. It was a lot, and it's been a lot. And I think we all go through seasons like that where there's just so much happening, and we just need to say, you know what? I need to walk away and clear the head and mind and space. And my happy place is the beach, and I think my family's too. We went away, got away. But that is something I want to talk about. In the next episode, we are going to discuss, and it's not an emotion, but we're going to discuss vacationing. And I got to find something that starts with a V or figure it out or whatever. But like, I could be like very good something, but you know what I mean? Like, we need to talk about vacationing because we are intending to vacation. So that's another catch up. We're intending to vacation next summer. Our family, we don't tend to do huge vacations. We will do like a weekend trip, or like we went to, we did go on our cruise with our family, but we left out of here, or like where we are in Baltimore. We left from Baltimore. We've driven to, like, last Christmas, we drove down to Florida, just spent Christmas with my mom and did a little Disney. Like, one day, we did Disney for one day. Like, can't afford more than that. So next summer, it's going to be a thing, and I'll talk about it. And we're going to talk about more about vacationing and what it looks like for my family, because it's definitely, and I'll tell you why. So anyway, so this has been fun to catch up and to kind of see where we are and everything. And I can't believe that this is the 30th episode, and I'm making this an easy one because I wanted to just do that whole catch-up thing with kind of where I am and life and things. And I do have another little catch-up. I am trying to learn something new. And it is kind of technology, but it's not having to do with the podcast, but it's learning some digital media stuff, and it's learning something new that I haven't tried before. But I'm really, really excited to try because it has to do with my writing. Now, I haven't really mentioned that I have written so far 4 children's books. I'm working on the 5th. None of them have been published because I tried a publisher, it didn't work out, and that's okay because we all, we try and try. So I'm going to try to self-publish, which I don't know if is particularly, that's a hard word, it's the best route to go, but I'm going to try it and I'm going to see. And so that's what I'm working on. So pray for your girl because, yeah, it's a thing. So, yeah, I'm putting it out there in the world. I get nervous putting stuff out in the world, but you know what? Hey, we need to if we're going to I read or heard something that if we don't just start something and just start it and do it, it's kind of like I felt with this podcast. I just needed to start it and then it was coming, that, we'll be regretful that we never did it or that we never tried. And who knows, it may work out. So we'll see. All right, I'm going to get these in the oven and we'll see what they look like when they come out. And I will get a picture this time. Sorry about last week. That picture, I tried so much to get a picture, but I made a whipping cream, like a homemade whipped cream to go with those little cupcakes. And I mentioned on the notes last week that if you wanted to make them, fill them all the way, because I think that's why mine were small, because I was just afraid to fill the whole thing. Don't be afraid, fill it up. But I made a whipping cream to go with them, and my husband and my son ate them like that. So I didn't get a picture. I should have taken it right after I made them, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the oven. I did buy cream cheese icing, so I do have that if I want to drizzle some of that on top, so we'll see. Okay. Okay, friends, I think this is one of the times that I actually have an on-screen shot of our treat that we made. So this is looks yummy. It smells yummy. My house is smelling so good. I love fall baking. I actually make my fall stuff all year round just because I love the smell. It doesn't matter to me. I will make my pumpkin muffins all the time. I don't make carrot cake all the time, but maybe I should because it smells so yummy. Anywho, the timing of this was about, I would say 18, 19 minutes. You got to watch it depending on how high you filled it. I filled the raisin one just a little higher, so it's taking a little bit longer, but that's okay. So yay, yummy, so good. Thank you for catching up with me this week. And thank you for being here. If you've been here all 30 episodes so far, thank you so much. That's amazing. I appreciate you. And look for more things. Look for updated merch. Look for my TikToks. Cross your fingers. Look for being on Apple Podcasts. We're going to work on that. Just look for all the things. So thank you. Thank you so much. And remember, whether the salt in our recipes comes from cheers or a teaspoon, just remember, we baked it out. See you next time.